Welcome back. All right, just before the break, we were talking about some things that maybe you've changed during the pandemic. We're going to get to business news with Mike Eppel, but first we want to know, what have you done for the positive? Mike, good morning.
How are you, first of all?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm good, thank you. What have I changed or done for the positive? Well, one thing that I do not do, prior to the pandemic outbreak, there was this running gag that I was always driving someplace.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore.
No.
That's the biggest change. I mean, the mileage I've put on the vehicle is I haven't been into the downtown core since March break.
Does that feel refreshing for you?
I don't know if it's refreshing, so to speak. It's just different.
It's different. It's all different.
It's just different. I mean, you know, the way that people have changed where they're working, how they're working, you know, the daily demands. Running around is not a thing. It's not. You know, I mean, my kids are older, so we weren't as much into that. If you got younger kids, maybe you are more so. But you know, that has just gone by the wayside.
It's gone.
Now, to some extent, I find myself kind of being bored sometimes, actually.
I'll give you my son if you're bored. He'll keep you busy. Let's talk a little bit of business. So we talked about this earlier on in news about Canadians feeling a bit split when it comes to what the feds are dishing out with subsidies. And this is a new Leger poll out this morning.
Well, yeah, and it was taken right after the government announced that $343 billion deficit. And I think that was really, you know, an eye-opener for a lot of people when we're talking about the size and scope of the government programs, the spending that has been involved, how hard hit the economy has done. Now it's okay, what do we do about it? You know, should the spending continue? Is it necessary? You can make that argument that it maybe should be pulled back, and 41% said, yep, time to cut back on the spending. 44% said, no, it's got to continue. So it really is split down the middle when we're looking at the overall polling results, Melanie. But there's also politics involved. If you are conservative leading, you're up around 60% plus saying, cut spending now. The Liberal and NDP line is, no, just keep it going. And again, it varies on what side of the political spectrum, which way you lean. And then it's, how do we deal with a deficit of that magnitude? You know, it's 60%, I think, said cut spending. 20% said raise taxes.
Right.
So that's going to be a dynamic in this as well, right? But almost 80% say they're worried about the deficit.
Yeah,
regardless.
I think that's fair. It's massive. Yeah. It's massive.
Yeah.
You write that the stock market has become somewhat of a casino. Explain.
Yeah, well, casinos are closed, depending on the jurisdiction. And what we've seen recently for Tesla is the case study of day trading. There's a new platform called Robinhood, and what it has allowed is for people just to trade stocks on almost a fractional basis. Well, yesterday, for example, Tesla at one point was up 16% at $1,800, a record high. At the end of the day, it was down 4%, a 20% swing in a matter of hours. The trading volume on Tesla was stratospheric, and it was nothing to do with fundamentals. And the theory is that, you know, again, people are at home. They got, you know, maybe some time on their hands. They're getting into day trading like never before. And that is leading to some of these massive swings for stocks and the tremendous volatility. And again, it's just based on bets. When we're talking about that, we're talking about a casino mentality.
Oh, my gosh. Finally, your morning Java. You a coffee drinker?
Oh, big time. Yes.
Quick answer there. Me too. I've probably had two.
As opposed to this survey
7.
result, my coffee consumption has not diminished.
No, but it has for a lot of people, yeah.
Well, look at cafe culture. You know, you're not going out and sitting around having a cup of coffee with your friends in a group setting, maybe starting a little bit now. But the talk is that, you know, this year, for the first time since 2011, coffee consumption worldwide is going to be down. And it really shouldn't come as a surprise. But, you know, we're talking about one of the largest commodities, a massive industry worldwide that employs, you know, millions of people when you think about it, whether it's the, you know, the growers, the farmers, you know, the consumers, and all the shops that are, you know, on every corner selling coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now I want a coffee.
Brew from home.
Now that we've been talking about it, I need some more caffeine.
I know. I'm ready for my second cup.
Because I need more energy, Mike. Okay, we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.